Welcome back to another video of MU Origin 2. This time I'll be discussing about how the Abyssal realm works. So let's jump straight into it. Let's say you logged into the game and now a message popped up that looks something like this. And it basically presents you that now your server is qualified or about to be qualified to participate in the Abyssal realm. The Abyssal realm is basically a cross-server event where more than one server participate. Everything in there except maybe a tiny bit of it is PvP. That means that, as you can see right now, my server is 175 and the servers below me are 180 and 181. Every day, every 2 days, a server is created if there is a need for one. When more and more people pour into the game, they create a new server, usually every 2 days. So the gap between 175 and 180 is about 10 days if you create new one every two, and 12 days between us and 181. That should give you the supposed proportion of battle points gap between all the players. So if we are matched against 180 and 181, it means they have players that's standing in the same level bracket and BP bracket as us. Now, there are 3 requirements to get into the Abyss. This message will probably tell you that you need at least 3 players at level 280, but you also need 280 to participate. The next one is that you need to finish a side quest that will unlock in Ida. Again, you need to be at level 280, you go and finish this quest, and you get to the final step, which is wait for the Abyss to open. Once the Abyss is open, everybody go in and start doing the events. Now, before we go into the Abyss, let's look at the events. So we have Quinton's Revenge. He spawns refresh every 3 hours from 10:30 a.m. till 10:30 p.m. That means it will spawn 4 times during the day, you can kill him, and the loot probably will be only yellow. After that, we have Golden Force. Golden Force spawns every 2 hours across the map, and it's very similar to the Demon Hunt event that we have in our own server. Demon Hunt operation, but instead of every 30 minutes, they spawn every 2 hours and, sorry, every 1 hour, I think. Already forgot. Let's go back to it. Yeah, every 2 hours. And basically it's pretty similar, but the ads don't really drop much other than maybe a little bit more of golden gear. Next up is the crystal mine. I'll show you it in a moment. It's an area where there are crystals. You mine them or dig them, and out of the 4 types, 3 are present always. And during the double time hour, 9:30 till 10:30, you get a double reward. Basically, each crystal you collect, you get double the amount of reward from it. The purple one spawns only during the double time. Important to say. Also, again, it's a PvP ground. Abyss Bounty is basically your daily quests in the Abyss. So they based on your fortune level. If you have a Favor of Fate, you will get purples and yellows mostly, with some blues. Again, you have 5 refreshes. Every time you refresh, most likely you will get yellows and purples. Every time you finish a quest, the one on the right side will move to the left and will create a spot for a new one. So if I'll start by doing the most left one, it will move the other 2 to the left 1 step and create a hole for another one. So a new one will always pop up on the right. We have, let's get back to it. We have Phantom Monastery, which is practically just like IBP, but cross server, and you need to be present in the Abyssal realm to do so. and it basically requires 2 teams of maximum 8 people each to collect some resources and get them back to the base. The first team to reach the score, which is there is a limit score, wins. And Abyss Domination, which happens 2 times a week. The first one that will pop on your server will be Friday, usually. You do it, then you do the one on Monday, Friday, Monday again, and then the event is closed with a closing event, and I will talk about it in a second. So this event works like this. You spawn in a map, you select which one. You always start with the C maps. On the right side, you can see last highest territory, none. Territory available, C. So your alliance up to 100 members, and each ground can contain up to 200 players. That means 2 full alliances can compete. All you need to do is capture the flag, hold it 3 seconds, it spawns right in the middle. You kill a monster, it drops a flag. Only once you need to kill that monster, really easy to kill. It drops the flag, you pick the flag, you hold it for 3 minutes. Your movement will be impaired, so you will be moving slowly. You need your alliance to cover you and protect you while you hold the flag for 3 minutes. During the first event, if you secured one battleground or multiple battlegrounds, you will be able to compete for the B areas. You go and capture the B areas, you will be able to compete for the A area. Every area you hold grants you rewards. The higher the area is, from C to A, the more valuable the rewards are. Basically, the rewards don't change, but the amount of each resource you get is higher. That's all it is. So if your alliance will capture C, you can now capture C and B. Those who haven't captured anything on the next opening of the event will have access to the lowest spot they have stopped at. No C, then only C. C and B, then they can fight for A. Only C, they can fight for only B. And that's all the events we have. And an extra one, very important, which is not mentioned here, it's the cube event. After the second Monday of the Abyss realm, during the time of Lost Tower, which is 9 p.m., if you will go to Elvenland, which we will go there now and see more stuff, you will be getting for 30 minutes, every 5 seconds, at level 320, I was receiving about 380,000 XP every 5 seconds. You get that. So stretch it for half an hour, you get a bunch of experience. And every 5 minutes, chests will spawn inside the Elvenland non-PvP area. Expect 3 or 5 servers to be there to try and grab them. If you manage to grab one, you will get some rewards. Some people got Archangel scrolls, so it's nice. Now let's look at the map. So if you go to your map and select Abyssal Realm, you will see the map. Elvenland 280, this is the first place to access. You go to Elvenland and let's see how it looks like. Now, as I mentioned, don't forget, everything is PvP. So if you don't switch to Alliance mode, anything around you can kill you and you can't return fire. So most of the people walk around this area with Alliance mode on. In the map, we have regular mobs, elite mobs, and at the bottom you can see Ancient Spectre Dryad. This is a boss that spawns every hour and a half. Of course, as every boss, you can kill him only 3 times. And those bosses, right now they're not going to spawn. It's already too late. It's past the time they spawn. They drop red loot, red excellent gear. Now, this gear, if you watch my previous videos, looks like this. And it's important to mention that this gear is way more valuable than the Kalima gear. And the reason is because if I'll go to my warehouse for a second and we'll compare some item that the Kalima dropped for me, you can see that I should be using the yellow because I have way more way more percentage of bonus defense over there. But take a look at the set stats. The red gear gives me 1080 damage bonus, and the Kalima yellow gear gives me only 720. Extra attack almost better by 300. Damage bonus better by 720, and double damage better by 2%. So these sets are way better, and this is where you get them. The red sets, you get them only from killing those bosses. The only thing is that you're not fighting against those bosses alone. You go there and you will see that all the server will gather up here, and it's including your server and the other servers, and you guys will be fighting each other to hold the ownership and kill those bosses. Now, those bosses are serious. They are not easy to kill. They will kill you pretty easy. Second, it takes a bunch of people to kill them. So 5 people, you need some whale in your team, somebody who already way above where he should be if he wasn't paying for the game. You need him, and if he can kill it easy, great. If you don't have those people in your team, you will need to bring your best to try and kill them. Except that, also worth mentioning is that we're gonna go back to the NPC that sent us to the crystal mine. You come to this NPC, you talk with him, and he asks you if you want to go to the crystal mine. You go to the crystal mine, as I mentioned before, that particular part of the events. It's also a PvP area, and in a moment you will see the crystals. So these crystals are the lowest tier crystals. They will net you a very small amount, and we will do a comparison. Let's take a yellow one, which gives us gold, and we get 25,000 gold. We go to the medium one. Here it is. Let's look at it. Maybe it gives us double. I'm pretty sure it gives us double. Let's wait a second, and we get 50. Now we go to the biggest. Let's wait. If it might be double again than the 50. That means 100,000. Now, as you notice, the bigger they are, the longer it takes to gather them. Yeah, 100. So it's basically 4 times more than the smallest one. During the double time event, those give you exactly double than what they are. So the smallest one will give you 50, the medium one will give you 100, and the biggest one will give you 200. And on the right side, you can see that you have greens for Horcrux runes. Those Horcrux runes at max, just as gold, give you 100,000 EXP for your Horcrux. It's just like a gem, you just use it and voila. The blue ones give you pink diamonds, and the pink diamonds themselves start with 5, 10, 20. Double event 40. And the pink ones spawn only during the double event, and they are the most worthy because they give you all the 3 above double. So you have only 20 tries to dig out the crystals, and only once you're done and you collected 20, you have nothing to do here. So of course people will prefer to go and fight for the pink ones because it's like doing 20 of each type and getting double the reward. It's insane. That's basically the Abyss, guys. Start planning your strategies, work together. There is no way handling this whole area alone. And the first area is for level 6 gear, and the more you climb up, level 7 gear, level 8 gear is where I am. No chance I'm killing anything there. Not the mobs, but the bosses. It's just not gonna happen. And important to mention, when the Golden Force spawns, you see it has 1 hour and 12 minutes till it spawns. When the Golden Force spawns, and you go to your map and look for ads, the golden force will appear right below, like extra names, right below the ancient specter dryad, for example. There will appear more names. If you pay for the premium, you click on them. Sorry, if you are VIP 3, you click on them and teleport straight to them. Really easy to kill, just a second, and that's it. Thanks guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have anything to suggest, improvements, criticism, anything is welcome. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.